What's going on, guys? It is your boy MMA Crease King Jr. coming back to you with another video. What's going on? What's going on, fans? What's going on? What's going on for the homies nation? Yes, I'm back with another little movie review. And what we're going to talk about is Lilo and Stitch live action once again. Now, um, if you guys saw my small little video out of the theater, I enjoyed the movie for what it was. I enjoyed the movie for what it was. It's not the best movie. It's not the best movie, but you know what? We're gonna be fair to Disney. And of this recording of this video, Lilo and Stitch has made its money. It has made its money back, and guess what? That's good for movies, to be honest with you. You like for all the negative stuff that I say about Disney, I think they did a good job with this movie, despite some of the changes I will get into. Yes, and how the story is a little bit more different. Other let's give props where props is due. Disney, good job. You're in the right direction. However, we're tired of the soulless cash grabs of you, and you can't get Marvel right or Star Wars right. We'll give you credit for Lilo and Stitch. So, I mean, pretty much with Lilo and Stitch, the live action movie, it's almost basically frame by frame with this movie. Yeah, so like the beginning is just like the cartoon beginning. Like Stitch is like in space. Jamba is basically gonna be the villain of this movie, which I'll dive into with that, the things that I like and the things that I dislike. So basically, it's once again frame by frame story. Stitch is captured. He figures how to break out of prison. He's doing his thing. And then of course, Lilo does her little does the traditional hot Hawaiian stuff like in the beginning of the movie, the opening of the music for Lilo and Stitch. So the actual opening was frame for frame. There's a little other stuff that was different in there. Um, of course, the actress that played Nami, oh my goodness, dude, she is beautiful. She's really, really beautiful. Oh my goodness, she is hot. So yeah, she did her thing as Nami, and so did the actress for Lilo. That was good. So let's dive into the stuff that I liked about this movie. Once again, the cast was pretty good. The cast was pretty good. Once again, Stitch, credit where credit's due. Disney, you did good. How the CGI was stitched, they did really good with that. There was nothing buggy about it. It was good. He looked like Stitch. He sounded like Stitch. Yeah, and shout out to the original voice actor for coming back for Stitch. He did really good. Like he still had it, so that was good. Once again, the actress that played Lilo, that was good. She did really good. I mean, she was just having fun in the movie, and you could just tell she was just really really adorable, and she did her thing as Lilo. And then yes, um my future wife, oh girl that played Nami, my goodness, she not only was she really attractive, she was very beautiful in that movie, and my goodness, she did her thing as Nami, and she kind of had to figure Nami. She wasn't as thick as the cartoon, but it is what it is. If you catch my play, right players, yeah, I'm gonna give you a little fist pump. Yeah, we're gonna give you a little fist pump right there. Yeah, so that was cool. They got David correct. Like, he was shy with when Nami is in the facility. Like any other dude, you see an attractive girl and you want to live you wanted to shoot your shot, and so David did pretty good. And a new addition to some of the changes that I actually did not mind was they had Nami's neighbor, David's grandma. She was actually pretty funny. If you guys, I forget who the actress's name is, but she like if you watch the next Friday, she's Day Day's neighbor, the Korean neighbor, and she's funny as shit, bro. Shut the fuck up, Day Day. Shut the fuck up. Yeah. So yeah, I mean she was awesome in this movie too. So, overall the cast was good. Preakley, his voice actor, he did good. Like, it was not the original one, but he did good. He did good. So that was that overall, like, the most of the story was the same. Now, let's get into the bad stuff. Let's get into the bad stuff. All right, Jamba. You committed a cardinal sin. I get it. You didn't want to have the Russian accent. I get it. It's you couldn't do it like you used to, but man, it's not Jamba, dude. Like, I just feel like, like Jamba was not getting like he didn't like old boy that played Alan in The Hangover. He did good. Like, don't get me wrong, it was all right, but Jamba, justice for Jamba, man. Like, I wanted the Russian accent. Like, he was amazing. The original voice actor to do that. That's one of the nitpicks. But Alan from The Hangover, he did good or whatever. But it just didn't feel like Jamba. And another thing, they didn't have Captain Gantu or whatever as the main villain. So, to, actually bring the family together, which I will dive into in the next couple of minutes. But yeah, that was not that, like, Jamba as the villain just felt like, a force from Disney. Like, they just did not want to make Captain Gantu the villain just to save money. But yeah, Jamba as the villain, I truly did not like. I actually hated it or whatever. So that's one of my main nitpicks right there of the movie. Another thing, yeah, the let's talk about a little bit of the controversy. So a lot of people, a lot of Lilo and Stitch fans did not like this movie, truly because Ohana means family, and Nani kind of basically gave Lilo up at the end, and that had a lot of hardcore Lilo and Stitch fans mad, mad, man. So, that I mean, personally, I understand. Like, I don't think it was too bad. As I wouldn't even consider, like, I didn't really care about it like that, but I can see that point in that being really negative. So I'll give the hardcore Lilo Stitch fans that one. Like, I didn't really like the end as much like everybody else. I felt it was a little cheap. I felt like, they were doing a little bit of cop out. What else about this movie? Yeah, they basically, yeah, Nani. Oh yeah, another thing about let me just go back real quick on the things that I like. I actually did like the fact that Nani kind of got a story into this, like, because throughout the series, I mean, Nani, like, God bless her, she does her best as Lilo's guardian, but she did not have a story in the original cartoon. Like, even throughout the television show and the second movie, we didn't really know why Nani's there other than taking care of Lilo, which, it's a Lilo and Stitch, understand, main characters got it and everything. But they kind of gave I did like the fact some type of story on why on she wanted to be a marine biologist so she could get more money into the family. She's 19 years old, taking care of Lilo. That's just reality. And I get it. They wanted to make this a little bit of a grounded movie, and I got that. But for the most part, yeah, the last part, I have to agree with the Lilo and Stitch fans. Like, uh, she giving up Lilo, I personally did not like. I think it was a little bit of a cop out on the Ohana family thing. Like, I think that was a little bit of cop out. Also, the teleporting gun, the biggest MacGuffin of all time, didn't really like that. I mean, it just felt a little bit of cheap. Uh, what else? What, like, and then, like, just to let's talk a little bit. Was there a little bit of political messaging? Kind of. I don't like the part where like Cobra Bubbles, which I ain't gonna lie, oh boy that played Bubbles, like I didn't like that either. R&P to Michael Clark Duncan. I think they could have got somebody else to like uh you know do better with Michael Clark Duncan's role as Cobra Bubbles. Like I didn't really like Cobra Bubbles. He kind of looked like a buffoon throughout the whole entire thing. And also I did not like the state lady. They basically split both of them with each other or whatever. Like that's what I did not like was the state lady coming in because of course you can't have a man telling a young woman like, hey, you need to step your shit up on being if you're gonna keep Lilo or whatever. But yeah, that was like kind of annoying, but also like they basically if you understand Hawaiian politics and how the United States kind of work, like they kind of did a little bit of that, like kind of hinting at that. Like here's a little bit of the carrot of when Cobra Bubble says like I'm part of the CIA, my duty is to protect the United States of America, and then like basically David's grandma says, well, what do you think we are? I get it. I can understand when some people are doing a little bit of eye roll, but I don't think that's too much, too big of a like a big nitpick right there. What else in this movie that I did not like? But yeah, that honestly that's about it. I mean, overall, what is my rating about this movie? And then I'm actually gonna do a little bit of advice from my friend Phantom. He gave me a suggestion at the end of this video. So my score for this movie is 7.5. I mean, 7 to 7.5. I mean, it was engaging. There was some funniness. Like Stitch was Stitch, Lilo was Lilo. I didn't really like the Jamba stuff. I didn't like the fact that Nami gave up Lilo, but I don't think it destroys this movie. I mean, let's be honest with you. At first, like I was saying, like I don't know if it's gonna make a billion because of the changes and how there's a lot of hardcore Lilo and Stitch fans, but it looks like it's gonna happen. It looks like they might have $1 billion. We'll see by the end of this week. Um, but yeah, overall 7.5 out of or 7 or whatever, like nothing under a 7. Like the movie is okay, it's decent. I highly recommend if you got kids, take them to this one. This is for the family. No social messaging, no identity politics, maybe roughly at the end or whatever, but I think that'll be more of a stretch right there. But yeah, that's me. That's my opinion. And like my friend Phantom says, I'm just a guy on the internet. Everything is just my opinion. Like, go check the movie out for yourself, make your own assessment, as they say. And yeah, that is it for this video, people. Like, share, and subscribe. I won't be here on Thursday. I won't be here on Thursday. I will be at the Cobra Kai convention out in New Jersey. So if you like Cobra Kai, I will be out there with me and my former crew, the Kings of Pop Culture. We're all gonna be there, so I hope you guys enjoy. I will shout out and also shout out to my Dallas, but shout out to all the people out that's going to Dallas Expo. Next year I'll be there next year, but definitely San Antonio. So like, share, and subscribe. And once again, shout out to Phantom X, shout out to Big Dog Jake, and shout out to Liquid Ebola. And you guys have a nice day. Peace.